You found me where the light could barely reach me, a weary heart still learning how to trust. You spoke in gentle ways that felt like shelter, turning fragile dreams into something I could touch. Every promise rested softly on your shoulders. Every smile became a place where I could hide. I never questioned where our story was leading, because forever seemed so certain in your eyes. And little things began to lose their meaning. Your laughter lingered somewhere out of sight. The warmth inside your hands grew unfamiliar, like summer quietly surrendering tonight. I kept believing love was simply changing seasons, never seeing what my hopeful heart denied. While I was learning how to love you even deeper, you were learning how to love me like a goodbye. Tell me when the distance first began. Was I the last to know we'd reach the end? I would've crossed every silence between us if I'd known your heart was already leaving. You loved me like a goodbye, holding me close while letting me go. You gave me forever in beautiful whispers, knowing forever will never grow old. Now every memory carries a shadow, every heartbeat still calls your name. You love me like a goodbye, and I loved you like you were staying. Now every morning wears a different silence, the kind that settles deep beneath the skin. Your favorite chair still waits beside the window, like it believes you'll walk through that door again. I've tried to fold away the life we dreamed of, but hope keeps slipping through my trembling hands. Some loves don't leave when people say they're over, they remain in every unfulfilled plan. If I could speak to who we were together, I'd tell them not to fear loving so completely. Cause even broken hearts can treasure beauty, though the ending comes much sooner than they need. You gave me something time can never borrow, even if it came wrapped inside the pain. I only wish I'd known the last I love you was already saying my name for the final time. If I'd heard your silence for what it was, maybe I could've held you one more night. But love can be so faithful to its hoping, and mistakes fade in hearts for tired eyes. You love me like a goodbye, holding me close while letting me go. You gave me forever in beautiful whispers, knowing forever will never grow old. Now every memory carries a shadow, every heartbeat still calls your name. You love me like a goodbye, and I loved you like you were staying. Maybe love isn't measured by the ones who never leave. Maybe it's written in the hearts that stayed honest, even when they were the only ones still believing. If I had one more moment, I wouldn't ask you to come back. I'd only ask you to tell me when your forever stops sounding like mine. You love me like a goodbye, and I loved you like forever. One heart was already walking away, the other never loosened its hold. If love still remembers us somewhere, I hope it keeps the version that never broke. You love me like a goodbye, but I'll always remember you like hello. Some endings never sound like endings, they sound like I love you. Some goodbyes are spoken long before the door ever closes. Your name once lived inside the smallest moments, floating through the laughter of an ordinary day. Every room would answer when I whispered it, like even these four walls believed you never fade. Now the air is filled with careful conversations, when no one dares to ask about what used to be. It's strange how one forgotten word can change a lifetime, leaving silence where your name used to be. I still catch myself reaching for the phone at midnight, collecting little stories only you would understand. Then reality arrives without a single warning, pulling every hopeful thought back from my hands. Love didn't leave a shattered glass or slamming doors. It disappeared as softly as the evening sea. Some losses never make a sound when they are leaving. They leave silence where your name used to be. How does a heart unlearn the rhythm it called home, when every quiet moment still sounds like you're not gone? There's silence where your name used to be, an empty space that echoes endlessly. I still hear your voice between the seconds, like yesterday refuses to release me. Forgetting you is mercy. Why does healing feel so far away? The silence where your name used to be, and somehow it keeps calling mine. The seasons change without asking my permission. The flowers bloomed and bowed their heads again. Life kept writing chapters after you had left me, while I kept rereading where we should have been. I've smiled for all the people who believed I made it, wore my strength like it could hide the truth from me. But every smile still carries a familiar absence, the quiet shape of who we used to be. Maybe one day your memory will grow lighter, like an old photograph softened by the years. Maybe I'll remember you without the aching, without these midnight conversations with my tears. Until that day I'll carry every broken blessing, every lesson love was kind enough to leave. 'Cause even though your heart no longer knows my story, mine still remembers every page of yours. Some loves never truly leave, they simply change their voice. And every whispered memory reminds me of my choices. Silence where your name used to be, an empty space that echoes endlessly. I still hear your voice between the seconds, like yesterday refuses to release me. Forgetting you is mercy. Why does healing feel so far away? The silence where your name used to be, and somehow it keeps calling mine. I don't need the past rewritten, I don't need another ending. I only wish the love we built had lasted as long as the promises we believed. Some goodbyes are spoken with words, ours was written in everything we slowly stopped saying. The silence where your name used to be, but my heart still knows the melody. Though time may teach these wounds to whisper, your love will always be a part of me. The silence where your name used to be, yet every beat remembers yesterday and tomorrow. Your name still blooms inside the quiet. You stop looking at me the way the sunrise greets the morning, like wonder had quietly packed its bags and slipped away. I searched your eyes for pieces of the man I used to know, but every answer felt more distant than the words you'd say. I kept believing love was only passing through a hard season, that every storm eventually surrenders to the sky. While I was praying for the warmth to find its way back home, you were already learning how to say goodbye. I held our future like a fragile piece of stained glass, careful not to let a single promise fall apart. You held it like a photograph you no longer recognized, something beautiful that no longer touched your heart. I never noticed love could disappear so quietly, without a fight, without a reason I could understand. One soul kept reaching through the growing distance, while the other slowly let go of my hand. How long were you pretending that forever still was true? Was I the only heartbeat still believing in us two? I stayed longer than your feelings did. Long after your heart had closed the door, I was still building dreams around your promises, while you were becoming someone I couldn't reach anymore. Love asked me not to give up on you, so I gave it everything I had to give. I stayed longer than your feelings did, and somehow I'm the one left wondering how to live. Now every memory feels heavier than yesterday, like every smile we shared has learned to carry rain. I fold away the little pieces of the life we almost lived, still surprised how hope can survive so much pain. People tell me hearts eventually forget their sorrow, that time will gather all the pieces love has torn apart. But time has never had to wake each morning, with your absence still sleeping inside its heart. If I had known the ending while we were still dancing, I'd have memorized the way your laughter filled the room. I'd have held your hand a little longer in the silence, knowing even flowers cannot bargain with their bloom. Maybe loving deeply always comes with losing gently. Maybe that's the price of giving all you are. Still I choose every beautiful moment we were given, even knowing how completely it would scar. Some hearts leave before they leave, some tears fall long before goodbye. I was loving you with everything, you were only learning how to hide. I stayed longer than your feelings did. Long after your heart had closed the door, I was still building dreams around your promises, while you were becoming someone I couldn't reach anymore. Love asked me not to give up on you, so I gave it everything I had to give. I stayed longer than your feelings did, and somehow I'm the one left wondering how to live. I don't regret the way I loved you. A heart that loves sincerely should never apologize of letting me keep believing there was still something left to say. I stayed longer than your feelings did, but I never called loving you a mistake. You walked away with the quieter heart. I walked away with one that still breaks. I stayed longer than if the hardest goodbye I'll ever carry. Some people leave with a suitcase, others leave one quiet feeling at a time. I never noticed the difference until I was standing alone. I still hear your laughter in the empty hallway, like the walls refuse to learn you're really gone. Every little corner keeps a piece of who we were, holding on long after love moved on. I close my eyes and almost feel you near me, but memories disappear the moment that I reach. They sound so much like you in the distance, yet never close enough for me to keep. How can something beautiful still hurt this much? Why does every memory slip away from my touch? Echoes don't hold me like you did. They only remind me what I've lost. Your voice still lingers in the silence, but it can't warm these empty arms. Every room still says your name, every night feels just the same. Echoes don't hold me like you did. They only bring me back to you. I fill my days with borrowed distractions, trying to outrun everything we left behind. But your love keeps finding quiet places, meeting me where I least expect to find. And maybe healing isn't learning to forget you, maybe it's learning how to breathe through the pain. Some hearts never stop remembering, they simply learn to carry the rain. If love can fade away, why won't these memories? Why does your absence still feel so complete? Echoes don't hold me like you did. They only remind me what I've lost. Your voice still lingers in the silence, but it can't warm these empty arms. Every room still says your name, every night feels just the same. Echoes don't hold me like you did. They only bring me back to you. If I could hear your voice just one more time, I wouldn't ask you to stay. I'd only thank you for teaching my heart how deeply it could love before it had to let go. Echoes don't hold me like you did, but they never let me forget. Some loves leave the room, you never leave the heart. Echoes don't hold me like you did, but they're all I have left. The silence still remembers you, even when the world has about tomorrow like it knew our names, picking out forever in the smallest dreams. You'd laugh and say we'd figure out the hard days, as if love was stronger than anything we'd meet. Now those conversations live like empty houses, filled with echoes of a life we couldn't keep. It's hard to say we never made it when we came so close to everything. How does a promise lose its way? How does forever become yesterday? We were almost meant forever, almost everything I prayed for, close enough to taste forever, too far to reach it anymore. Now I hold the pieces of a dream that never was. We were almost meant forever, but almost wasn't enough. I still wonder if another version of us exists, somewhere love chose not to let us fall apart, where your hand still finds mine without hesitation, and goodbye never learned our hearts. Maybe life had other plans between the pages, maybe time and stole what love was trying to write. All I know is I still miss the future shining in your eyes. If love was real, it still remains, even if forever forgot our names. We were almost meant forever, almost everything I prayed for, close enough to taste forever, too far to reach it anymore. Now I hold the pieces of a dream that never was. We were almost meant forever, but almost wasn't enough. I don't blame the love we shared. Some flowers bloom for a season, yet leave their fragrance behind. Maybe that's what we became, a beautiful beginning that never found its we were almost meant forever, and I'll carry that with me. Some dreams never come true, but they never stop being beautiful. We were almost meant forever, and part of me always will believe we were. Sometimes almost is the hardest word to live with. I packed away your letters with the best intentions. Told myself tomorrow I'd finally let them go, but every time I close another chapter, your memory writes a line I still don't know. I've learned learn to smile when people ask about me, say I'm doing better than I did before. But every step I take away from yesterday somehow leads me back to your door. I'm trying to move on, but you won't fade away. How do I leave behind the love that chose to stay? Your memory won't let me heal. It finds me when the night's too still. Every little piece I put back together falls apart the moment I remember I've let go of your hand. Why won't your shadow leave mine? Your memory won't let me heal. It keeps loving me from another time. The songs we used to sing still know my weakness. They carry a voice through every refrain. Even the rain against my window sounds like it's whispering your name. Maybe healing isn't as simple as forgetting. Maybe some hearts love beyond goodbye. I only know I made peace with losing you, just not with losing what we were. If time can mend what love is torn, why do I still miss the life we mourn? Your memory won't let me heal. It finds me when the night's too still. Every little piece I put back together falls apart the moment I remember I've let go of your hand. Why won't your shadow leave mine? Your memory won't let me heal. It keeps loving me from another time. One day your name may stop hurting. One day these tears may lose their way. But until that morning finds me, I keep carrying your memory like a scar that still remembers how it was made. Your memory won't let me heal, but maybe that's the price of loving something real. Some hearts move on, mine just learn to survive. Your memory won't let me heal, yet somehow it reminds me I was alive. Some people leave your life, but never leave your heart. We stopped dancing around each other's heartbeats, even when the music still filled the room. Your smile became a stranger to my mornings, and every I love you arrived too soon. We shared the same bed, but slept like islands, two souls drifting with the changing tide. Before we ever said the word goodbye, something inside us had already died. Love didn't leave in a single night. It disappeared, one quiet moment at a time. We broke before the ending, before the tears, before the door. Our hearts let go of one another long before we wanted more. We wore the pieces like they still fit, pretending nothing had changed. We broke before the ending. The goodbye just carried just carried our names. I remember reaching for your hand one evening, only to find the distance in your touch. You looked at me with familiar eyes, but they no longer said as much. Maybe we stayed because we feared the silence, or maybe neither heart knew how to leave. So we kept calling it forever, while slowly forgetting what forever means. Some stories end before the final page. Some hearts grow quiet before they break. We broke before the ending, before the tears, before the door. Our hearts let go of one another long before we wanted more. We wore the pieces like they still fit, pretending nothing had changed. We broke before the ending. The goodbye just carried our names. If I'd known that was our last season, I'd have held you without asking for forever. Because sometimes love doesn't need more time. It only needs two hearts choosing each other again. We broke before the ending. Neither of us knew how to say it. Love faded into silence until silence became our answer. We broke before the ending, and the ending simply caught up to us. Sometimes goodbye is only the last thing that happens. The real ending comes long before. I never saw the ending standing in the distance. I thought we were just learning how to bend instead of break. So I kept reaching for the version of you I remembered, while you slowly became someone I couldn't persuade. Your voice still sounded like the home I'd always run to, but your heart had found a place I couldn't follow anymore. I kept leaving little pieces of myself beside you, hoping one more conversation might become what we were before. Love didn't disappear all at once between us. It unraveled like a thread neither of us could save. I watched your eyes grow quieter with every passing morning, still convincing myself the storms eventually fade. I never knew I was mourning while you were beside me. Never knew my forever was slipping through my hands. By the time I understood what silence was saying, I was the only one still making plans. I held on to every promise we made. You held on only long enough to walk away. Loving you was my slow goodbye, a thousand little endings I refused to see. Every time I begged my heart to let you go, it found another reason to believe. You were already halfway out the door, while I was still praying we survive. Loving you was my slow goodbye, and I didn't know I was saying it every night. Now your memory memory visits with the evening shadows, sitting quietly where you used to sit with me. I still catch myself saving little stories for you, then remember when there's no us left to speak to anymore. People say the hardest part is watching someone leave you, but they never talk about the leaving that you cannot see. The way a smile becomes polite instead of effortless, or how forever slowly loses what it used to mean. If I could relive one ordinary afternoon together, I'd choose the ones that never knew they would be our last. I'd memorize the way your fingers fit inside mine, on the way you laughed to make the heavy moments pass. Not because I try to change what finally happened, but because I love those moments even more. Now they're all that's left to hold on to, since I can't hold you anymore. Some hearts leave quietly without making a sound, and the one still full of love is always the last to find out. Loving you was my slow goodbye, a thousand little endings I refuse to see. Every time I beg my heart to let you go, it found another reason to believe. You were already halfway out the door, while I was still praying we'd survive. Loving you was my slow goodbye, and I didn't know I was saying it every night. I don't hate the way I loved you, I hate that I kept calling it hope when it had already become goodbye. Maybe that's what love does, it stays long after the other heart is left. Still believe in one more sunrise can bring everything back. Loving you was my slow goodbye, one quiet heartbreak at a time. I never heard the ending coming until all that remained was silence. Loving you was my slow goodbye, and somehow it still sounds like I love you. Maybe the last goodbye isn't the one we say. Maybe it's the day we finally stop waiting. I miss who you pretended to be. I spent so long blaming my own reflection, wondering where I lost the love you used to show. I searched for answers in every conversation, trying to fix a story I didn't write alone. Then I realized the man I kept remembering only lived inside the promises you'd make. I wasn't mourning who you truly were, I was grieving someone you couldn't stay. You were forever like it fit your shoulders, spoke of tomorrow with unwavering eyes. You knew exactly what my heart believed in, and I believed every beautiful line. Now I look back and see the quiet differences, the little truths I never chose to see. I didn't lose the person that you became, I miss who you pretended to be. Tell me, was any of it real, or did I fall in love with the way you made me feel? I miss who you pretended to be, the one who swore you never leave, the hands that held my broken pieces, the heart that made me still believe. Maybe that version only lived inside my dreams, maybe it was never meant for me. I don't miss who you are today, I miss who you pretended to be. I don't cry because you found another ending, or because your love no longer calls my name. I cry because I trusted every gentle promise, never thinking they could change. The hardest part wasn't watching you walk away, it was meeting the stranger beneath your smile. The one I never seen while love was speaking, the one who'd been there all the while. Now I'm learning not every beautiful beginning is written to become a beautiful end. Some people borrow the language of forever without ever intending to stay till then. Still I refuse to let the hurt define me, or let your choices steal my faith in love. I remember the lesson more than the heartbreak, even if remembering still hurts. Truth arrived when love grew quiet, and silence finally said what your words never did. I miss who you pretended to be, the one who swore you never leave, the hands that held my broken pieces, the heart that made me still believe. Maybe that version only lived inside my dreams, maybe it was never meant for me. I don't miss who you are today, I miss who you pretended to be. One day I'll thank the woman I become for surviving the love that almost erased her, because losing the illusion made room for the truth, and the truth, no matter how painful, will always love me better than a beautiful lie. I miss who you pretended to be, but I won't keep searching for her in you. Some stories are meant to be remembered, not repeated. I miss who you pretended to be, and that's how I know I finally begun to heal. You didn't break my heart, the truth simply caught up with the dream I was holding. I remember how the evening wore your silence, like there were words too heavy for the air. You looked at me but somewhere past my eyes, as though your heart had already disappeared. The room was full of everything familiar, the coffee on the table, your jacket by the door. Nothing around us seemed any different, yet somehow nothing felt the same anymore. I searched your face for the man I'd always known, for one small reason not to fear the truth. But love had already folded up its promises, leaving only echoes in the room. You didn't have to say the words out loud, your goodbye had settled in your eyes. Was the night I finally understood, some hearts leave long before they say goodbye. Was it one moment or 1,000 little ones? Did I lose you all at once, or one day at a time? The night you stopped choosing me, the stars forgot how to shine. I watched forever slip between our hands without a place left to hide. You let go without a single touch, while I was still holding on. The night you stopped choosing me was the night I lost a home. I replay that even more than I should admit, wondering if there was something I couldn't see. Maybe love had been quietly asking for attention, while we were busy pretending we'd always be. If I could return to that ordinary sunset, I'd memorize every second before it disappeared. I'd hold your hand a little tighter, forgot how to shine. I watched forever slip between our hands without a place left to hide. You let go without a single touch, while I was still holding on. The night you stopped choosing me was the night I lost a home. If love is a choice, then maybe every morning we choose to stay, or we slowly choose to leave. I chose you in every conversation, every prayer, every tomorrow. I just didn't know you'd already chosen goodbye. The night you stopped choosing me, a part of my heart stood still. But even broken dreams can teach us all to heal. You'll always be a chapter, just never the whole story. The night you stopped choosing me was the first night I had to choose myself.